Hey, this should be a fairly short video. I'd like to begin by checking page 223. Your homework, not really checking, but just doing a few with you. So 45, it was parenthesis -5 squared. Remember that's 2 of the negative 5s. Negative times negative is a positive. 47a was -2 to the 4th. That means a negative of 2 times 2 times 2 times 2. The opposite of 2 times 2 times 2 times 2. So it's -16. So I just wanted to make sure I hit those. So today's lesson, this is the 5th, I believe, that you'll be watching this. And this is section 5.2 continued. We're going to be talking about the order of operations. And yes, you have had them for a long time. But our goal is to just try to have everybody at least have one aha moment. So you might have been a PEMDAS person. Parentheses, exponents, multiplication and division. These are equal left to right. And then addition and subtraction, we'll do these left to right. Whichever one you get to first. So, order of operations are important because we need to have a way for anybody, anywhere around the world, to be able to work the same problem and get the same answer. There are problems going around on TikTok about just order of operations problems and all these people getting different answers. And that's because most of the time they're missing one of the steps, like they're going too fast. So order of operations, just to write this to the side, for this problem, I just check. Do I have any parentheses or any grouping symbols? No. Do I have any exponents? Yes. So I need to do that first. And then, do I have any multiplication or division? Remember, these are equal left to right. And yes, I've got a multiplication problem right here. And then finally, do we have any addition or subtraction? These are equal left to right. So we would do this first, and then we would do this. The next example. Bracket, or parenthesis 41 plus 23 divided by 8 times parenthesis 13 minus 15 squared. I'll just write my PEMDAS again. I'm a please excuse my dear Aunt Sally person, not a PEMDAS person, but alrighty, going through here, do we have any parentheses? Yes, we've got this set and this set, so we're going to do them both left to right. I'm leaving this answer in parentheses because there's an exponent that goes with it. So parentheses are done. We have an exponent we need to do. And then we have multiplication and division, and we're supposed to do them from left to right. So you come to division first, and then finally we multiply. Looking in your homework, I just see one that's really kind of crazy, and I'm going to do one sort of similar to it, so it doesn't, so it's okay for you. And it is long. Okay, I think I wrote that down right. So we're going to follow order of operations, and I think you probably know, but I'm not positive. Grouping symbols, parentheses, aren't just the only type of grouping symbol. This big division bar, that's a giant grouping symbol. It groups the numerator with the numerator, and groups the numerator and the denominator apart. So we'll be working on the numerator and getting an answer, and on the denominator and getting an answer. I'm treating those as groups. So just looking at the numerator, I have got a big set of brackets, and inside that bracket I have a set of parentheses. So we're going to work on that first. You just don't want to get out of order. So inside the parenthesis, I have subtraction and division. So I have to actually divide first. So that's all I'm able to do so far in the numerator. The denominator, I'm looking through, and I've got this bracket here that we're going to work on. And inside the bracket, I've got a set of parentheses, so I need to do that first. So now back to the numerator. Inside this big bracket, I still have a set of parentheses. And in the denominator, I've got a bracket I'm still working with. And inside the bracket, there are exponents, so we have to do 3 times 3 times 3 first. And I should always try to write smaller. So let's see if we can work right here. Back to the numerator again. We're working in this bracket. And inside the bracket, we have exponents. We can go ahead and do 2 times 2 times 2. And we can go ahead and do 8 times 8. And in the denominator, I'm still working in this bracket. About to be done with it though. 27 divided by 9 is a negative 3. Be careful with that negative sign and that subtraction. We'll erase and work to the top. So now in the numerator, we're finally going to work that final problem in the bracket. And 8 and 64 is 72. In the denominator, I'm finally done with brackets, so finally done with parentheses. We're ready to hit exponents, so we'll do that right there. So 3 times 3 is 9. The numerator is just multiplication, and we're finally simplified there. The denominator, you have multiplication you need to do. Numerator, just keep bringing that down. The denominator, we add and subtract from left to right, so we're going to do this part first. Numerator, keep writing it down. And 69 minus negative 3 is 72. And finally, that big grouping symbol, that division bar, we get to divide. And we get a 2. That, I probably drug that out a little far, but those are the steps, and that's how careful you need to be. Your assignment is page 223. And it will be posted on fax. All right, thank you all. See you tomorrow.